Well, howdy. We are with Chris Brown, of course, and Chris, as you know, is the director of Sulphur Springs and Hopkins County Economic Development Corporation. Chris, has a long history, other positions of importance here in Sulphur Springs as well. But we like to visit with Chris from time to time to talk about what's going on with economic development, obviously. Last time we talked, we spent some time talking about the Liberty Trailer project, which has progressed further since then, and so they're nearly to the point of being complete with that project now.
That's correct. Within the next 30, 60 days, they should be complete. Should look at hiring some employees within the next 30 days maybe or so. So that's a good thing to kind of watch. I think Liberty Trailer has a LinkedIn page that people can watch, and we'll help spread that word too once they start hiring.
Now, the location of that is on the west side of town?
West side of town. It's the new road, Assurance Road, that we did off of Main Street or Highway 67, out that way, right across from the entrance to the Clayton Homes manufacturing site.
I see. And it's too early to say how many people that they are likely to need, but one thing is that welders are going to be much in demand.
That's correct.
Which is true in general, right?
That is true, yes, sir. Yeah, this area, that's what we're evidently known as the Northeast Texas as the Detroit of the trailer industry. So,
well,
yeah.
I will take it. And Mount Pleasant is best known for trailer.
Mount Pleasant, Paris.
Is Paris?
And Sulphur Springs now. So, yeah.
Good.
It's a lot of metal fabrication, welding, that type of thing needed here. So.
And what kind of trailers will they be?
Your utility
building?
Trailers, really the bumper pull, the gooseneck type trailers. Not sure of their exact product yet, what they'll be making here. I haven't talked to the owner about that specifics yet. I was just going to wait till they came off the line and see what we had here.
And where are they headquartered?
They're headquartered out of Indiana.
I see. But you think maybe then by the spring they might be up and running?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So
they hoped. I think they were really trying to shoot for the end of last year. Of course, with construction, with all the rain we had earlier in the year, it put a lot of things behind.
Will you put out the word, I suppose, and they will when they're starting to look for people?
Yes, sir.
So we'll be watching for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so now the legislative session is about to start, and you take a significant interest in that. Of course,
Yes.
Hopkins County Days coming up in mid-February.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so that's where we all go together as a group, from leaders at the Chamber of Commerce, our elected officials. Been doing that for several years, and about 6 or 8 years ago, we started going as the Northeast Texas area. So under the Council of Governments area, the Northeast Texas, we go down there with Paris, with Mount Pleasant, with Texarkana, and really make sure that Austin understands there's a lot of land between Tyler and the Red River. It's easy for Northeast Texas to kind of get overlooked. People go to Tyler, they say, well, we've been to East Texas. Well, Northeast Texas is its own region. And that's what we really strive to do, to make sure that they understand that there's a whole lot of ground, a whole lot of territory up in this area. You
chair something called Texas 21, or just Tex 20?
Tex 21.
21, yes. Which is a transportation organization, transportation committee.
Yes.
And I'm never ceased to be amazed at all the different things you are involved in, Chris. But that's something that you have particular interest in when it comes to this coming legislative session?
Yeah, absolutely, because what they help to do is help build that coalition. And where it was real valuable for us is when we did an I-30 corridor study. It was that coalition, that group under Tex 21, that was able to work with TxDOT, get that study done, that helped get Lake Ray Hubbard improvements, the widening from 4 lane to 6 lanes over in Texarkana, and then really help get solidified the need for 6 lanes right here in Sulphur Springs. So that's on the plans now. And with TxDOT, you've got to get on the plan to get on the plan situation. And we are on the plan. Yeah. So now it's just getting in line and getting money allocated for that expansion. Of course, they're working through Rockwall into Roy City now. They're going to Hunt County, working on some overpasses and things. So we're in the line. We just got to stay there. And that just kind of takes a lot of friendly working with TxDOT to make sure that they know that the need is still here.
So beyond the project in Rockwall and Texarkana, you're looking for more along I-30.
That's
then.
correct. Yeah, we've got, if you look at our overpasses, you look at our on-ramps, I know those are part of it, but we need to go to 6 lanes here through Sulphur Springs. And through that I-30 corridor study that's about 10 or 12 years old now, that was identified as what needs to be done through Sulphur Springs.
We're almost out of time, but you're also interested in expanding the Northeast Texas Short Line Rail.
That's right. Yeah, the Northeast Texas Rural Rail District. It's
Rural
our short
rail.
line rail. We have 2 railroads that run through Sulphur Springs. What's known now as the CPKC, or the old Kansas City Southern, and the Northeast Texas Connector used to be known as Blacklands. So that's our short line rail. It's a great driver for economic development. We have that transload facility here that helps us on and offload product. So it's been a good draw, a good attraction for economic development, and asking the state for some additional funds to help improve that line there.
Does the state primarily fund that operation?
No, it's really funded. It's owned by the counties, by the 6 counties there. There's only rail between Hunt County to Titus County. But the state does finance a portion of that, so we're trying to partner with them to get some more improvements done for the old bridges, the railroad ties, things like that.
Got it. So it's going to be a busy legislative session, as always, for you.
A little bit,
Yeah.
yes, sir. We're going to just try to shake hands, make sure they know what we need up in this area, and we've had great representation with Jill Dutton. We've got Brent Money coming in. I think he's going to be great as well. So we've been very lucky this past year.
Hopkins County Days, by the way, if we didn't say that, February 18th to the 20th.
Yes, sir.
In Austin. I guess people could go if they want to.
Really, so we combine a coalition of under the chamber. So through the chamber business leaders and the elected officials, that's who generally goes down there and try to make an impact.
Understood. Chris Brown, Director of Sulphur Springs and Hopkins County Economic Development Committee, thanks for having that second cup of coffee with us again.
Appreciate your time.
Very good. I'm John Mark Dempsey. This is KSST.